5 years may not seem like a long time in cinematic terms, but this half-decade has already served up some stellar action numbers.
I'm almost out. I'll be back.
You've been back enough. I'll be back.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 action movies of the 2010s so far. For this list, we're looking at action movies from 2010 to 2015 and are basing our choices on a mix of their quality and critical and commercial success. Number 10, Edge of Tomorrow.
I think there's something wrong with your suit. Yeah, there's a dead guy in it.
There's just something about Tom Cruise in action movies, right? This one puts a sci-fi spin on things, with Cruise taking on the role of a PR officer that's thrown into combat without having any previous military experience.
I'm not even trained for combat.
But that's not all. The enemies the humans are fighting in this future aren't even human. They're aliens. William Cage soon discovers he's stuck in a time loop in which he continually relives the day of his death.
What the hell were you thinking?
The movie really starts to thrill once he fully teams up with the badass Sergeant Rita in an attempt to save the day. Live, die, repeat. Indeed. Number 9, Dredd. Remember how gritty, simple, and awesome classic 80s action movies were? Well, picture them in cool, new, high-resolution quality, and you get Dredd. Rebooting what Sylvester Stallone started in 1995.
You betray the law!
This Pete Travis-directed movie gives fans the gunslinging, bike-riding, skull-cracking judge we fell in love with in the comics.
Let's find out.
Trapped in a tower block occupied by bloodthirsty drug dealers, Dredd and his rookie partner must fight for their lives. Oh, and its slow-mo sequences? Incredible. Number 8, The Avengers. This movie is as star-spangled as the American flag itself, and there are very few dream team ensembles that could pull it off.
Mr. Stark. Captain.
Even though Loki and an alien invasion threaten planet Earth, they are no match for Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, and the rest of the Avengers.
And Hulk. Smash.
Large cinematic spaceships, awesome hand-to-hand combat, and a large dose of Downey Jr.'s swagger make this not only one of the finest action movies in the first half of the decade, but also one of the greatest Marvel flicks ever.
Give me a lift?
Right. Better clench up, Legolas.
Number 7, Fast 5.
Prime team's 10 hours old and counting, men. Let's go hunt.
We loved the dramatic finale of Furious 7. But it's Fast 5's adrenaline-pumping action and franchise debut of a certain Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that assure the 5th installment of the Fast and the Furious franchise a place on this list.
And above all else, we don't ever let them get in the cars.
As opposed to the usual smash and grab, this action flick sees Brian O'Connor and Dominic Toretto's crew team up with the authorities to earn their freedom.
You turn around and put your hands behind your back.
I don't think so.
What's better than seeing Diesel and Johnson battle it out on the road? How about a fight in which they are using their bare hands? Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy. The superhero genre continues to find popularity and success in the 2010s, and this 10th installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe was no exception.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to this 2014 film, a band of extraterrestrial rebels that weren't particularly well known outside of the comic book world found a home on the big screen and helped Guardians of the Galaxy become that year's highest-grossing superhero movie. funny, visually stunning, and filled with loads of action, it's no surprise the critical and commercial success went on to spawn a sequel with a projected 2017 release date.
You said it yourself, bitch. We're the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Number 5. The Raid Redemption.
Selama 10 tahun terakhir ini, markasnya menjadi zona bebas polisi.
Edgy martial arts movies can be very hit or miss, but The Raid and its 2014 sequel are both textbook examples of hits.
Ada tamu. Tahu harus bagaimana?
Trapped in an apartment building, we get to see the lieutenant fight his way out of a drug lord stronghold in The Raid Redemption. The result? Blood-spattering chaos. It's the eerie realism of the fight scenes that truly makes this Indonesian movie memorable, which is thanks to brilliant choreography and the fact that many cast members were trained at special boot camps. Method acting much? And yes, we loved every minute of it. Number 4. John Wick.
I'm up. I'm up.
Word of advice: don't piss off the boogeyman. More to the point, and perhaps more relevant to this particular movie, don't piss off the guy you call to kill the boogeyman.
He was the one you sent to kill the f***ing boogeyman.
And especially do not steal this guy's car and murder his dog. With nothing left to lose, retired hitman John Wick picks up his guns once again and hunts down the men that attacked him. Clearing rooms one henchman at a time, John Wick is a great example of a good old revenge flick.
Victor's dead.
And thanks to the camera angles used by directors David Leitch and Chad Stahelski, we feel engrossed in every punch, kick, and gunshot of this film's action. Number 3. Skyfall.
007 reporting for duty.
Similar to Christopher Nolan and his Batman trilogy, Daniel Craig's reign as Bond gave the franchise a new, realistic makeover.
Who doesn't appreciate the occasional twist, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Skyfall, Craig's third turn as 007, takes a much closer look at the secret agent's origins and also sees him in a much more vulnerable light.
He's going for him. Tell Tanner, get her out of there.
Fighting a revenge-driven madman and licking his wounds along the way, James Bond has never fought such a varied, daring, and personal battle.
I suppose it's too late to make a run for it.
And let's not forget Javier Bardem's excellently dastardly performance as Raul Silva.
See what she's done to you.
Well, she never tied me to a chair.
Her loss.
Number 2. Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Yes, that really is Tom Cruise climbing up the Burj Khalifa. Like many other secret agent movies, Ghost Protocol takes a famous fictional agency like the Impossible Missions Force and implicates it in an act of terrorism. This time, bombing the Kremlin. Ethan and his team set out to prove their innocence with a cool blend of stylized action and interesting gadgets. Although 15 years on from the original, in this fourth installment, director Brad Bird still manages to deliver the same trademark excitement we fell in love with all those years ago. Before we reveal our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
That raw. Who are you? I'm Kick-Ass.
your bar's attorney?
Helen Roden, Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher?
Helen Roden.
Yeah, she's a district attorney's daughter.
Number 1, Mad Max: Fury Road.
Everything is dependent on oil.
We are killing for gasoline.
Did anyone see the successful revival of this 35-year-plus franchise coming?
Here they come again.
And does it really matter? With Tom Hardy taking over the role originated by Mel Gibson in the first 3 Mad Max films, Fury Road sees George Miller once again taking the reins as director and co-writer, as well as co-producer. The story follows our titular protagonist as he joins forces with Imperador Furiosa in a battle for freedom from a tyrannical ruler during post-apocalyptic times. Not even halfway through 2015, this movie was already hailed as one of the year's best action flicks. The sci-fi action movie earned 98% on Rotten Tomatoes and has been seen as on par with Mad Max 2, which was previously considered the best in the series. Do you agree with our list?
You missed the spot.
Which action movie of the early 2010s was your favorite?
Are we going to stand around here all day, or are we going to fight?
For more bullet-riddled top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.